this was not a simple vote whether to, put a new set of plants in the local park. This is a serious decision that creates long-term ramifications for people's liberties in Wales and other parts of the United Kingdom as we see these votes progress across other parts of the UK. The fact that an MP was unable to access the Zoom is quite ludicrous, and the fact that has then had an influence on the vote, and there doesn't seem to be a chance of a revote. But I do understand that there is talk of a legal challenge, because the lasting ramifications of this are really, really significant, as I'm sure you're quite aware.
Oh, absolutely, it's huge, and we've kind of spoke to people before with the sense that once you can mandate it for someone to take a medical procedure, that there's nothing that doesn't set a precedent for going forward. Do you think it's just a matter of time before we'll have them in England as well?
Unfortunately, I do think that's the case. I mean, Scotland has already set precedent. Wales has now followed step, and we've got this consultation that's taking part in the UK, in England at the moment, which closes in 5 days' time. So, encourage your viewers to make sure they have their voices heard within these things. But this is the third consultation we've seen on this subject. It's a matter of course. So it does come down to the public, the businesses, the trade associations to really make their voices heard that this is not acceptable in British culture. We don't want to create a situation where people are locked out of society based upon their medical decision. We don't want to be a paper society when you go to the pub or the restaurant with your friends that you have to identify your medical status. And you're absolutely right. This is a gateway to a longer term change with digital IDs, and today it's a COVID vaccine. What is it going to be tomorrow? And I think people really need to understand the long-term ramifications of this.
You're one of the co-founders of the Together Declaration, which was launched earlier this year. Can you tell us about why you started that and the work that the group does?
Well, yeah. Firstly, we recognise what was happening with vaccine passports, and regardless of one's vaccine status, there's a whole discussion around that topic itself. But regardless of that, the principle why it's called the Together Declaration is that we want to be together. After 18 months of struggle, we want to be able to eat together, dance together, play together, learn together, worship together, and we don't want anyone to be left behind. We also recognise that. And we've seen it in New York already, where they've deployed vaccine passports. Trade across hospitality is down 60%. And I was talking to a restaurant owner just yesterday, and I said, even if it was just 10% drop in your revenues, how would you continue to survive? Just said it wouldn't be possible. So this is not just about saying no to vaccine passports. This is about how do we recover from this last 18 months. And the only way we can truly recover is if we do this together. We come together as a society to say no to these illiberal measures so that we can, hand in hand, whether you're vaccinated or not, move forward as an economy. Because in order to actually recover from all of this, we do need everyone to contribute. And we won't be able to do that if a proportion of society is being shut out.